folks, it's hard to believe just 3 days left until Election Day. Things are getting pretty exciting. All the polls have Al Gore and George W. Bush in a virtual dead heat, which is amazing. And on top of that, we have the day's big story, mentioned it over there, George W.'s arrest for drunk driving back in the 1970s. So I thought we should grab one last chat with the candidates in our continuing serious campaign coverage, Decision 2000. Oh, watch out for Kool-Aid. All right. Gonna get you. Let's welcome our first guest tonight via satellite. This is the man everybody's talking about today. Let's find out just what's going on. Please welcome Governor George W. Bush.
How you doing there? How you doing there? Yeah, how you doing there? All right.
Welcome there, welcome there, Governor Bush.
How you doing there, buddy?
Yeah.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Okay, that's good, sir. Now let's get right into this. In 1976, you were arrested and pled guilty to drunk driving.
Let me clear one thing up. I wasn't that drunk. All right? See, there's all different levels of drunk. I mean, there's tanked, buzzed, lit, faced, blottoed. I was none of those things, Cole.
Okay, so you were none of those, yeah.
I was much milder. I'd say I was midway between a smooth buzz and a beer goggle and a fat chick.
All right, now listen. All right. Well, the report is that you were driving very slow at the time.
Well, of course I was driving slow. I didn't want to spill my drink.
Well, it was, okay, ask a stupid question. Sir, it was 24 years ago, and is it true, Governor Bush, that you haven't had a single drink in 14 years?
That's right, Conan. I had that unfortunate arrest. I went home that night, took a long look in the mirror, and 10 years later, I quit drinking.
Very impressive. That was very impressive, sir.
That's right, thank you. I did fall off, I admit I did fall off the straight and narrow one time back when Zima came out. I mean, come on, everybody loved Zima. I mean, we're talking about Zima. It's something special. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, well, you'll get a free case now. All right. Now, sir, I have to ask, do I have it right? They're saying in the reports that Australian tennis star John Newcombe was in the car with you when you were arrested?
That's right. The Nuke was there, yeah. Wimbledon champion, power drinker. Come on out here, Nuke. Come on, come on.
It's John Newcombe, everybody.
Don't run away from it.
Hi there, Mike.
Don't run away from it.
Tennis star. Now, Mr. Newcombe, you were in the car with Mr. Bush?
Right, he was blottoed, mate. I'm used to being around hard-drinking Aussies, but W scared the piss out of me.
All right, so... Now, sir, what were you doing in the car with George Bush?
Ah, mate, that car was jammed with all kinds of celebrities who peaked in the 70s. Suzanne Plachette, Crofts from Seals and Crofts, the Incredible Hulk, Dr. J's Afro.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, thanks for dropping by. Nice to have you.
I'll tell you,
here.
Crofts was plastered, Plachette was faced, the Hulk was lit, and the Afro was blowing chunks all over Gabe Kaplan.
All right, well, thank you. John Newcombe, everybody. Nice to have you here. Now, sir, I gotta say, this whole thing about you driving under the influence, it sounds pretty bad.
I know, Conan, but like I said yesterday, I know what I did was wrong, and I'm ready to pay the consequences. That's why, Conan, tomorrow morning, I will be put to death.
Oh, for goodness sake. Sir.
That's right.
What the hell are you talking about?
I deserve it. I deserve it.
That's ridiculous.
This man deserves to die.
Sir.
That's right. Yes, I'm going to be electrocuted, and then it's off to Michigan.
All right, well, thank you very much. Good to have you,
All
sir.
Right. Take care.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
let's talk now to the man who, so far today, has been totally silent about this whole Bush affair, driving under the influence, Vice President Al Gore. Let's get him out here. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Vice President.
Well, Conan, as always, I am excited to be here.
Now, sir, with this whole Bush story, I have to say, just try and settle down, sir. I just have to say, I think it's...
I'm particularly excited about John Tesh.
Yeah, that's... to be good. Yeah. Now, sir, I have to say, you just calm down. Tashy's coming. I have to say,
All
I
right.
think it is very admirable that today everyone wants you to sort of pile on this scandal, that you have kept quiet. You have not said a word.
Well, Conan, drunk driving should not be an issue in this campaign. Let me focus on what I will do.
Well, you know, I think that's a great attitude. Good for you, sir.
All right, then. If elected, I promise I will soberly walk a straight line on the shoulder of the road to prosperity. I will lean my head back and touch my nose with the fingers of freedom.
Okay. All right, sir. Move it along.
Conan, I will blow on the breathalyzer of this country.
Okay, that's great, sir. Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
All right. See, isn't it much more constructive not to talk about my opponent's drunkenness? To take the high road while his people try to say it shouldn't matter?
Well, actually, I think what they said was this is what one of their people said, the country's electing a leader, not a chauffeur. That's what one of the people said.
Well, I say hold on a minute there, and I'll tell you why, Conan.
Yeah, why's that?
Because there is a bill, Conan, before Congress right now to install an enormous steering wheel on Florida so this country can be driven around the world. This is in
What
Congress
the hell
right
are you
now.
talking about?
Now, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Who would you want behind that wheel? Al Gore or Drunky McSwervencraft?
Oh, sir.
I think you know the answer. I think you know the answer. You want someone who will drive carefully around islands and continents and not carelessly slam into them.
Okay, yeah. I think we get it, sir, yeah.
If Bush drives, it'll be excuse me, Italy, and bye-bye, Barbados.
Okay, well, that's great point. Well, speaking of leaks, it has now been reported that your campaign is spreading rumors about the other presidential candidates, especially Ralph Nader. Now, there's a rumor that your people are saying, spreading the rumor that candidate Ralph Nader is gay. You're actually doing that.
Conan, he does have certain characteristics one does associate with gayness.
What are you talking about? What characteristic?
Well, there's Nader's slightly effeminate voice and the over-enunciation of certain words. And those suits he wears, I mean, who would be caught dead in those?
All right, well, whatever.
He's wearing summer and fall simultaneously. I mean, Conan, some days I just want to lean over, slap his face, and say, drop out of the race, bitch.
All right, now listen.
But I'm not spreading rumors.
What about, now wait a minute, what about, this is the big question, what about President Clinton in this whole race?
Right.
Are you disturbed by his recent behavior? I mean, there's that weird, crazy, seductive pose on the cover of Esquire.
Yeah,
It's this crazy, seductive pose, and then he gave a speech and he called you the next best thing to him. I mean, what is this guy up to? It seems very strange.
Well, Conan, let me express this point. I want the American people to judge me by my...
How's everybody doing? All right. President Clinton, everybody.
How you doing, baby?
Yeah. Sir, please explain why you're sitting like that right now.
Chill, man. Just enjoy. Just enjoy.
All right. Mr. President, God, that is weird. All right. Now, Mr. President, you probably still insist on campaigning for Al Gore. He's not sure he wants you to campaign for him, but you insist on
That's
it.
right, baby, because let me tell you, Conan, the stakes are too high. I cannot sit back with my legs unspread as Al Gore's character is questioned.
All right, well, sir, but don't you think, I mean, this cover right now, a couple of days before the election, with you sitting like this is a very strange choice for you to make right now.
Hell no, it's cool, Jack. It's cool.
All right, well, let me ask you about this.
Long time.
Yeah. Well, what about, sir, what about the alternate covers? There are alternate covers that are also on the stands right now. There's this one, which bothers people.
That's right.
All right.
Come on, man. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, and then there's this one right here, which I'm not...
Hey, baby.
And then, finally, sir, I don't know what you're up to, but why did you pose for this one? This bothers people. It's just not right.
What can I say? But Conan, I assure you, Al Gore has the next best ass,
All
baby.
right, thank you very much. Thank you. President Clinton, everybody, please stop doing that. We'll take a little break right now. When we come back, John Tesh going to join us.